Especially not in our state. A moment. And she sort of turns away, and her whole figure ruffles, and a bunch of raven feathers shed from her, but the mask moves down as her form shrinks, and she becomes more like a human queen in the sort of regal Victorian black dress that is very poofy. And she has like this black veil with like golden ends, and two ravens come to perch on her shoulder, and they both go "Caw!" in unison to announce their queen.
Very snazzy.
Holds bag.
Yes. And like the voice is so deep, it resonates in your minds.
Give bag.
No.
No?
You are to give it to the girl's parents.
Where are they?
In Mosswood. They need to know that she has passed. No one witnessed that poor girl's death.
Okay.
Paeris is like in tears right now, just by the way.
At this, Death sort of turns to you, Paeris.
Paeris is like,
We are not as unforgiving as some may think us to be. We do not choose when you go. We are simply there to deliver you. That is our job and will always be our job. We do not always like it, but we try to be, even in our attire of choice, a comfort in the last moment.
You say us like you're more than one person, but you're just one person.
A raven on her shoulder goes, "Haven't you heard of the royal we?" You are in the presence of deity royalty, not just a deity and not just royalty, deity royalty.
Well, I was brought up to treat everyone equally, so hi.
How dare... And Death just goes, shoot. And the raven goes, he goes away. And Death turns to you, Eliana, and you feel that sort of chill, but it's not as intense. And she says, we like that philosophy. As all things in the end are equal. Every life has importance. And unfortunately for all of you, that importance was snuffed out too soon. But you were all...
stands at that.
You were all polite, children. You didn't kick, you didn't scream. You did not fight us. You knew it was your time, and you let us carry you to it. I remembered all of you, and thought to myself, if I could perform such an atrocity, and she sort of ruffles back again, and some feathers perch on her shoulders. Out of the poofy sleeves, it's now just feathers. As necromancy. It would be for you. And she softens again in the feather shed.
Slow nod.
And unfortunately, that time has come. You all died. Always. Actually, two of you died on the same day. And she looks at Eliana and Gwilla. The massacre of the draft. A terrible day indeed. I was very busy. It took up a lot of my schedule.
Sorry.
Oh, that wasn't your fault.
Okay.
One of you died soon after, and she looks at you, Lilith. Not very long after. You are, as the kids call, fresh to death. Maybe a year and a half ago now.
I am definitely fresh to death.
The rest of you 80 years dead.
Wait, that means my sister's still around.
I do believe elves work that way, yes.
Where is she?
That's the next part. You all weren't brought back on a whim. And she does that with her fingers. The sort of Johnny Depp wiggly fingers for you, Milori.
Can you give us back our memories?
I'm afraid I gave you back as much as I could. And she sort of looks tired. Like it took an effort. The rest you will have to find on your own. I'm sorry.
Oh, this is a quick question for you, DM.
Yeah.
What are all the memories that we all do know, at least? Because I know, so we listed 5, but it got a little scattered with, I think, the last 3 of us. So I actually don't know what we all specifically do remember.
You all know your origins, like where you came from, who your family was, stuff like that. It's stuff closer to your death that gets really messy, and there's some gaps in like the last 3 years for some folks. Some folks remember more than others, looking at Eliana.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't you say I remembered everything very clearly and it was awful?
You remember almost basically everything. Some of it you don't want to remember. Some of you are a little scrambled. Looking at you, Paeris. You have some patches. Very significant patches. But most of your life is remembered. It's only the last 3 months that things get weird. Gwilla, your death is the only thing that's really weird, and like some moments with your father that you would almost have brushed off in life, but now there's such big gaps that you feel like you need to fill them. Does that answer your question?
I do know who he is. Do I remember his name?
Oh yes, you 100% remember his name and what he looks like.
Okay, good.
The day of your death, however, is very muddy. But yes.
So I wouldn't remember who killed me.
Nope, not in the slightest. There were so many people. And it was, your death brain is not helping.
Would I have known Gwilla if we lived in the same town?
You didn't.
Oh, okay, never mind.
That's the fun part. The cemetery was built because of her.
Oh. Fancy.
After.
I was gonna say, I didn't get a cemetery, they just threw me under a tree.
Well, you got a tree, I got a stump. Not even, I got a block of wood with blood on it.
Yoink.
That was also sort of intentional. I was like, let's go with the most like shitty grave first. Sort of nicer grave because it's a tree, but it's not really a grave. Then let's go to an actual like stone monument, and then let's go to the most dramatic one.
Yeah.
Like,
So extra.
so extra.
I'm sorry, I was saying that for comedic effect, not to attack you.
I know.
So
Zoe, you should
everybody
know.
retained their original body except myself.
Yep, that's because your death was the most blasty.
There were
Body-
too many pieces.
Body is the most destroyed.
Also, you were Earth Genasi to begin with, made of plants, so your body literally melded into the rest of the plants. Whereas these guys had skeletons.
Can I jump in?
Yeah,
Are
yeah.
we gonna resume play?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
Yes.
So I'm gonna like go up to death. Oh,
You're still a
tippy
little
tap.
frozen, so
Okay.
you might have to roll athletics.
Okay,
Just
let's
walk
do this.
Just walk like a penguin.
Yeah. Walks like a penguin over. Well,
What?
What'd you
I
get?
got a 2.
Yay!
Okay, so I can't move.
You can talk though.
I can talk to her. Okay, I'm still frozen. Now I'm just like probably pretty pissed. I'm just gonna be like, how many of the halflings in Grindelwood did you take?
That we took?
Yeah.
You think we have a choice? You are a fool to think so. We do not choose. We simply help those who are lost.
Who did?
That is for you to remember and to discover. This is why I give you the second chance.
Oh, so you can give me all this wisdom, but you can't give me an actual answer to my questions.
We understand you are frustrated. And we are sorry.
Vibrates because I can't move.
May I interject for a moment?
Yeah?
Your royal deity. Is there... I understand you've done as much as you can, but if I may be humble enough to ask you for more favor, can you at least point us in the right direction of where we are meant to go next? That could maybe help us discover our next memory.
That was our next point of business, but we wanted to answer some unresolved burning questions. Are all of those asked?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So though I have given you this second chance, I'm afraid it is not free. I do have a favor, but it is all in your best interest as well. We are death. Some call us the Raven Queen. There are too many other names to count. But there is a place that we cannot touch. Souls screaming, begging us to save them, but we cannot enter, even if we tried. And you sort of see her get choked up and almost hold her mask, like she's trying to keep it in place.
Gives hug.
Oh.
At this, she ruffles.
Oh.
Hugs anyway.
And
You have exposed feathers.
so every time she gets disturbed, like, feathers protrude from this dress. And
Can I pick up a few and try to place them back on her?
they sort of just, like, you try to place them and they fall off.
I think I would just respond like, oh, okay.
Do they disappear?
They do disappear. After you try a second time. She slowly sort of goes like this to you, Eliana, and sort of reaches a hand that is now gloved and not creepy raven hand, and just goes, "Thank you. We have not been hugged in a long time."
Oh.
And you start to see underneath the mask, like, little black liquid sort of pooling.
Oh no, you're damp too.
We are all damp on the inside.
Yes.
I can't.
I'm writing that down.
Lilith,
Yes,
you remember your city, Catharsis.
I do. Very well, in fact.
She gently sort of moves her arm around you, Eliana, but doesn't, like, stop you from hugging her, and points over from the top of the hill. Between the trees and under the moon, there is the distant silhouette of Catharsis, and some buildings, even from here, you can tell, are, like, missing or broken. And there is a storm cloud around it that seems to have, like, a green lightning sort of going cracking and boom.
That sounds like a cool drug.
Green lightning!
Green lightning.
green lightning, kid?
What
No,
the
Grace
fuck
Lightning.
did they do?
Want to buy some green lightning?
They tried to fix the sins of a king. A king you know well.
Do I know the king's name?
So your
Yes,
boyfriend?
No, absolutely not.
Not at all. Darn.
He is no one's boyfriend. We'll get there. Anyway,
Since I can not move, but I can speak, I'm gonna just be like, are you talking about the Red Devil?
yes. King Hollows.
Oh, that bitch.
This was not his doing.
Oh.
This was what they did to try to fix the Drow massacre. It went wrong.
No kidding.
Wait, does that mean... Don't tell me Metamorphosis was involved in this.
Yes and no.
Shit.
Some were a part of it for good reasons. Others, not so much. Some didn't even get involved. They knew it was bad from the start.
Wait, so, like, if you can bring us back from the dead, can you bring him back from the dead and beat him up?
That would imply he's dead.
Wait,
Oh! What?
he's still alive?
If you can call it that.
Oh my god.
I think we have our big bad here.
Just to let you know, in case I didn't tell you already, the Red Devil, the King of Hollows, was the guy who killed you and your family.
Cool.
He sent out the order.
Okay, I did not know his name.
Yeah. People called him the Red Devil. He was a red tiefling king. He was an asshole, and nobody liked him.
Big dick.
Big dick energy, but
Not
like,
in a
no,
good way.
actually small dick
Small
energy.
dick energy.
Yeah, very much so.
Very small dick energy.
Wait, so you said that there are souls trapped in a place you cannot touch.
Yes,
Is he trapping them there to sustain his life form?
it's not him. It is
What do
his.
you mean?
It is his wife, the Queen in Mourning. She tried to fix his mistake after she sent him to the dungeons for his crimes. It went horribly wrong.
Huh.
So, what exactly do we have to do?
That's the tough part. You need to reverse the curse and stop the queen, because she is not satisfied in hopes to bring back more who were murdered in her own, and she does that sort of Johnny Depp hand gesture thing again, twisted logic. She is lost, truly.
Wait, I don't understand. What? How did she try to fix what he did? What did he even do? I mean, I know what he did, but like, how do you fix that?
Necromancy. On an absolutely massive scale.
So, but not like the way that we were brought back. They're different.
It is almost impossible to bring back the dead the way that I have this night. Now, real quick, for those of you who are more D&D savvy, yes, Revivify is a spell. Yes, that is a thing in D&D canon. In this universe, nada.
Okay.
Okay.
Nice zombies don't
what is
usually exist.
Revivify?
You guys are an exception.
It's a spell that brings people back to life.
But like nice and pretty, like not a zombie. In this world, it's almost always a zombie. Actually nice resurrected people are super rare and almost never happen. You guys are an anomaly only because Death herself brought you back.
So she's saying basically that Revivify doesn't exist in this world as it does in the textbook.
In the D&D original canon. I'm taking that out of this universe. Because that's dumb.
Wait, so if that's the case, if it took nearly all of your energy to resurrect us,
Yes.
is it possible she's working with some other deity?
She is working with many forces. The Golden Afternoon Witches. Representatives of the previous noble households. Beware those witches. They are not what they used to be. Death and undeath does not make you who you once were. It makes you something worse.
So they're less like the golden afternoon and more like the I really don't want to get up in the morning kind of feeling.
At this, Death actually chuckles, and it's kind of terrifying. The noise she makes is sort of like an ugly laugh mixed with like a raven's cackle, and it's like very ugly, but sort of endearing in a strange way. We are.
Gwilla
Pardon
starts
us.
chuckling too.
Did she bring back my mother? Uncles?
That is for you to find out. I do not have all the answers. Though we are omnipotent, we do not use our omnipotence to be a fucking creep. We only arrive when we are needed, and we are needed in the city, but we cannot get to the city, and it is very frustrating until this curse is lifted.
So you brought us back to help you get into the city to save all those souls, basically.
Yes.
Why did you choose us?
Because you all have the hearts to do it. You may not be the strongest or the smartest, and maybe you are the strongest or the smartest, but the most important thing is your compassion. You all have a compassion that most souls don't carry. And you all have special tools and relations that, unfortunately, are deeply tied to this whole situation. Your very presence may compel others to change their minds. And she especially looks at Lilith. But others too.
I don't understand. They're all trying to remember who killed them, yeah?
The souls in the city.
No, all of the rest of us.
I wish I could give you back those memories.
No, that's what they're trying to do, but I don't really care who killed me, so why did you bring me back? Just to do your favor?
You have a sister who needs you.
Why?
She's in very deep trouble. Because of all of that. And she points at Catharsis.
She kind of thinks and she's like, I don't know, she could always handle herself. I mean, not that I don't want to help her, but like, I don't want to get in her way.
At this, Death takes a deep breath and says, I redact my previous statement. I used my omnipotence to be a fucking creep one time. After your passing and deliverance, I did, and I do this, we do this sometimes when we lead loved ones in distress after the passing of a person. I wanted to see where she would go. Your sister was captured by the king's men soon after she buried you.
So, Ellie, your sister, she's still out there.
Yeah.
She's alive, and
I do not know what became of her fate, but I can only imagine it was not good. I know I have not delivered her to death, so she is at least alive. Or delivered her to me.
I have another question.
Yes.
Since we are talking about those we knew when we were alive and that were dear to us,
Yes.
is my mentor, my father, is he alive?
Yes.
Thank God.
Though he suffered that day, and I imagine for many after that.
Is it my fault?
No. And she says that with a deep certainty. And that gives you, like, almost a... Not even, like, it... I'm not even telling you, like, that gives you comfort. I'm telling you, like, your body feels a weight lifted off of it at that no.
Did he close off his heart again?
I cannot say. I did not watch him far after that.
I guess that'll be for me to find out when I see him again.
When you see him again. And
I will.
she emphasizes that and gives that slow nod. I have things to help you on your journey.
Thank you.
She turns to Eliana. Guess what it is, Mary Jo?
Is it my bag?
Your bag!
Yes!
She unties from her, her dainty, queenly dress, a little pouch that was tied to a very fancy belt. And she unties it, and it's this really cute, it just kind of looks like a little pouch like this.
Yes.
And,
But it is forever.
But it is forever. And when she hands it to you, though it was originally pitch black with a gold trim, it sort of synergizes with your soul, so you can pick what color it is and what it looks like.
I don't know. That's a big decision. Not really. I don't know. Maybe
You don't have to decide it now,
I don't
but
know how to explain it. Like tapestry quilt kind of.
yes.
Aww.
I like it.
So
Aesthetic.
when I say tapestry, I mean created in the means of a tapestry, not the one you hang on a wall. More scarf material, I guess. I don't know. I'll find a picture.
Big scarf energy.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm gonna put this bag inside this bag.
Yes! Bag in a bag!
Yes.
Yes.
This bag can hold anything.
Marina says with a straight face.
Can I get inside it?
Yes, but you might suffocate yourself. There's not a lot of air.
Do I have to breathe?
See, me as the DM has not figured this out yet. I don't know if I want you guys to be able to breathe or not. You don't eat. Gwilla doesn't need to eat, but the rest of you do. The rest of you need to drink. Whether you need to breathe or not, I'm not sure. I'm still figuring that out.
Fair enough.
We'll come back to that.
If you get in the bag, I'll carry you.
Oh.
Hey, wait, you said my sister was captured. Why?
Just for you, Milori, Death shrugged.
And Death shrugged.
I, the DM, know why, but I cannot say. Death would not know.
Everybody liked her a lot.
Well, I like you too, just fine.
Huh?
I love this group.
That's nice. I mean, I've only known you for 3 hours, but that's nice.
I'm good at telling what people are about. You're a good noodle.
I tried.
Death quickly, and her hand turns into that Ravenclaw-ish thing, plucks the jar of marbles that was in Julia's bag from you. Pardon us. And gives it to Paeris.
Marbles!
On your journey, you will find marbles that only you four can see. These marbles are memories. Yours or others. Only you can discern when you find them. This jar will hold them safely.
Oh, I will be extra careful with
Do
these
not
marbles.
play marbles with these marbles.
I will not use them as ammo either.
What?
Okay, before.
And Death was shocked.
I would like to cast Magic Pebble on this marble. And then I would like to chuck it at that man.
To that man.
And give him 10 points of magical bludgeoning.
You will
With
also
my magic
find
pebble.
small creatures who are memory merchants. And you can hear the frown she cannot make. They will try to swindle you for memories Their wares are good, but not as good as for what they will ask you to sacrifice. Be shrewd.
I will do my best.
Are any of
Why
the
are
jar-
you giving these to me?
You like shiny things.
Are any
I
of the marbles in the
do.
jar our memories?
No.
Why are we collecting them?
The marbles around the world may be your memories, or the memories of people important.
Oh.
Because another part of your quest is that Catharsis is not the only place cursed. The curse is growing, as you know. It is seeping out of the castle and into the forest, creating more undead.
Wait. So, if my family, if some of them escaped, and you're giving me a very masked face, I'm gonna pretend, are you telling me that they could be undead too?
I would hope not, but I would not know. I cannot touch the undead, nor can I deliver them.
Well, thank you for the marbles. I'm sorry for getting angry at you. I know this is not your fault. But I will find the person whose fault it is.
As Death sort of leans over Paeris, gently takes her by the shoulders, and then, like, with her mask lips, like, leaves a kiss on her forehead. And you feel a pleasant memory flood your mind of you and your family being happy together during a birthday of yours.
I should have been tears again. Here we go. I am actually crying.
You are forgiven.
Thanks.
You had that one. I didn't give it to you. I just made it resurface. Anyway. Another gift. And she produces a lantern.
Wow.
It's a pretty fancy lantern. It's black with like some gold trim. And it is not lit currently. You will encounter souls in distress that I cannot help. But should these creatures of the undead prove themselves to be dangerous or troublesome, you have my permission to smite them down, to revert them back to their pure soul form. Catch them in this lantern, so that when I see you again, I may deliver them. Am I understood?
Yes.
Or we understood. I keep saying I mean to do the royal we. Just imagine I'm doing the royal.
Are we mutually in charge of the lantern, or is that a gift for somebody in particular?
She's looking at Gwilla and Lilith to see which one of you is most interested.
Lilith's
I
interested.
could.
Oh, wait.
No, go ahead, Law.
The lantern's yours.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Lilith has the lantern. And for a final gift. Let me remember what the final gift was, because I didn't write it down. It was important. Fuck. Give me a minute. Maybe I can remember it. I don't remember. Oh my god.
And as intermission, Paeris is just enjoying these marbles and the presence of them, just basking in the glow.
Hey, Paeris.
Eh?
Can Gwilla, like, slowly walk over to you and request, could I see 2 of those marbles for a moment, please? I'll give them right back.
How about...
Gwilla, roll persuasion. And you can contest that with Constitution and your force of will.
Okay.
Or actually, no, make it a wisdom or intelligence roll. Whichever one, well, obviously wisdom, I guess.
Yes, obviously wisdom.
Actually, insight.
Insight.
Wait,
Okay.
insight or persuade? Wait, what's going on?
You have to roll persuasion, which is your charisma. So roll a d20 and then add your charisma.
Okay. Okay, I got 19.
Yeah.
I got a 10, so.
Fuck. Okay.
Marbles are given. Or
So,
maybe.
yep.
I don't know.
Okay. Gwilla just takes them, one in each hand, and tries to grip them as gently as she can, because she's still trying to learn her own strength as a rock.
Aww.
And she just kind of holds them up to her eyes, and then very heavily goes, I miss my irises.
Aww.
And then she kind of just, like, rolls them in her palms and then gives them right back to you. She just wanted to do that for a split second, just to feel like she had irises for a moment.
Paeris takes them back and gently puts them back in the jar, and is just like, very interested about this. It just like says, I think your eyes are beautiful with or without irises. Yep.
Gwilla kind of, like, tears up, but the equivalent of tearing up for her is that, like, a little bit of puffy moss starts to grow along the lining of her under.
Oh.
So I fucked up.
What's up? It's okay.
I redact the lantern from you, Lilith, because I have something special for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Gwilla, you get the lantern.
I can put it on the tip of my staff. There's a little...
Oh, yeah!
Yes.
The static!
Write down Death's lantern in your inventory.
Okay. And when we need to capture souls, I can put it on my staff and use my magic and, like, swipe them with it.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love this.
Do you have shillelagh? No, you wouldn't have shillelagh. That's a druid. Never mind.
Nope, sorry.
Lilith.
Mm-hmm.
Death turns to you, and she takes off a necklace she was wearing and gives it to you. This, with your voice, will summon the undead to you. Do not use this hastily. Be prepared. The undead are not always kind. But should you be seeking a specific soul, or need to summon and speak to someone, this will surely bring them to you whenever you sing a song of your choice from the heart. And the necklace, right now, has a black raven skull, but when you take it, you can make it whatever flavor you want. And same for the lantern, by the way, Gwilla. You can make the lantern less edgy. But if you want to keep it edgy, you can keep it edgy.
Kind of want to keep it edgy.
Alright, you keep your necklace edgy. Gwilla, do you keep the lantern edgy?
I do not. My signature is that I like when
It's cottage
nature can persist throughout human-made, not necessarily that it was made by a human, but like human-made looking objects. So like it gets a little overgrown with plants, but the clear center part is untouched.
That's very cool.
I like this. I expect drawings of all of these things. No, I'm just kidding.
You'll get them from me, trust me.
I know, same.
So you all have your things.
Mm-hmm.
Death's necklace, Death's jar of marbles,
Jar of marbles.
Death's lantern, Death's bag of holding, as well as Julia's bag
Yes.
with her Mary Jane's and her ribbon.
Julia!
Okay, so I have to put that
She
in my
fell down a
inventory.
well.
Where is my inventory?
It can be wherever you want. Just write it down somewhere.
Okay.
Write it with your stuff, your equipment, like near your money.
Where the heck even is my money?
That should
I'm
be
trying
on
to
the
figure out this,
second or third page of the sheet.
The third page of this chart.
Second or third, I don't remember.
I thought it's the first page, just under, because they're using the sheet I gave them.
Oh, never mind. I don't know.
You know where
I'm
it
getting
says?
used to it. I'll put it where my daggers and staff are.
Yes, perfect. Do that. Death turns to you all.
Can I ask one more question? Last one. I think this might be important.
Okay.
I have a question for you. And Poppy jumps down Paris' arm as they hold it out, and Paris says, "Do you know what this is?" Not gesturing to Poppy, but to the necklace.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you.
Well, care to tell us?
Maybe.
Why are you so frustratingly secretive?
Because you're asking yes or no questions.
Okay, tell us. Tell us, what is it?
It is the widow's tear.
Widow meaning queen sorrowful pants.
No, that is the mourning.
Oh.
Very different people.
Oh.
That necklace is haunted.
Are you saying my magpie is haunted as well?
And she shrugged.
Poppy, are you dead or are you good?
Poppy looks normal. Just like... whatever magpies say.
Pretty much that,
I
yeah.
don't know birds. You guys are the bird people, not me.
Okay.
She turns to you all. I'm sorry to task you with such a heavy burden.
She looks sort of guilty.
She looks at you with interest. Why?
She's kind of quiet for a second and is like thinking about her life real hard. And she says, I don't know, I just feel bad, I guess.
You could not control your death.
No, I know, I don't know. I always, felt like my sister was so much better than me, and now she needs help, and I feel kind of bad that I didn't want to help her.
I kind of know what you mean.
I would hug you, but you would die again.
Oh.
Maybe
Okay.
you did hug her.
No.
She hugged me.
She was
There's
hugged.
a difference.
She
Oh.
got hugged.
Yes.
I got kissed and I didn't die, so...
Kiss of death!
This feels good to talk again, but I'm tired now. This was a lot of socializing for us.
Oh, I get like that too.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go back to my job now.
Can I ask one final question before you go?
Yes.
Can I ask a question? Another one? Another one?
Oh dear, I'm sorry.
No,
I'm just teasing. That was me.
Go for it. Yes.
Not that I'm ungrateful for the body I was given, but I'm worried that with time, this form of body with all of its cracks may eventually start to fade again. Is there a chance I would ever be able to regain a body like I once had?
At this, Death comes over to you and tilts her head almost in like a bird-like way and says, all bodies crumble and fade away. Why would yours be any different? Eventually, all is returned to me.
As long as it doesn't crumble and fade before I can see him again.
We have made it sturdy for you.
Aw.
Thank you.
She nods.
Was this your fault? She kind of points to her arm. Did you do... Was that you?
The Death shakes her head, and raises her hands,
Oh.
I can't do that. Your arm was missing.
I guess it was just my nice tree.
Well,
Some trees are more than trees.
very nice
That wasn't very wise and kind of runny.
Guess we should carry on with our next great adventure into the city.
I agree. To Catharsis?
To Catharsis it is!
And at this, the Raven Queen gives a very gracious and queenly bow before sweeping herself up in this sort of black tornado of ravens and disperses into the sky, and you kind of see the silhouette of all the ravens going across the moon. And as you all slowly turn your gazes back down to the ground, there's no trace of where the Raven Queen was, but there's a man at the gate, and it's an old man, and he looks terrified at all the things he just witnessed, and he's holding his shovel.
Hi.
Hi.
I saw someone go in the graveyard, and I thought they was robbers, and
Well, I am a robber. I'm a criminal.
and his eyes roll back into his head, and he faints.
Oh dear.
How far is this away is this man? Can I like dash over and catch him?
No, you can't. He's down.
He's down for the
He's
count.
down like a bundle of sticks.
He's gonna need some smelling salts.
Wait, can I shoot plants to like grow in his direction and catch his head before he hits the
No,
ground?
he just falls.
Nope.
That's a druid spell.
We can end it there, or you guys can help the graveyard guy and then decide between 3 choices of where you want to go for next time. That would be helpful to me, but I don't want to keep anybody longer.
Yeah, sure,
than
let's
needs
do it.
be.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
I would like to go over to the boy and help him.
He's a
because...
very old, bony boy.
Alright, I would like to help him.
He is
I will
unconscious.
assist
I
because
have-
I feel like I could probably just pick him up.
I have medical training.
Are you gonna wake him up, or what are you trying
I'm
to
gonna
do?
try and wake him up, and if I can't, I'm gonna try something else.
So, I imagine you have like some smelling salts,
Sure.
which people use to when in combat, like
Mhm.
Yes.
you're outski.
Right.
Fuzzy.
Good morning.
It's nighttime.
Well, you just woke up, so
The DM cries. What?
that's something a young girl told me once,
Yeah.
not too long ago. I'm traumatized. Anyway.
Anyway, what's your name? I'm dead.
Nice to meet you, Dad.
No,
I'm dead!
Actually, my name's Lilith, but I was dead, and now I'm alive, and honestly, I'm very confused, but...
That was incredible.
Stop. He just says, stop. I'm going to my work. This didn't happen. Did you steal any grapes?
No,
I got nothing.
nothing.
Steal what? I didn't steal anything.
Is there a little insight on you? For a
What
second
am I?
he squints his old man eyes at you. Those crow's feet pronounced. And he goes, alright, I trust you kids now. Get out of my graveyard!
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Go! Shoot!
Have a pleasant morning.
It's nighttime! And he slams the iron gates and he goes, where's my key?
Ellie looks up at the moon and is like, I think it is morning, actually.
Wait, before, how far was Gwilla's grave area from Lilith's?
Well, hers was underground.
Okay.
In a crypt, not too far from yours, though. Hers was newer, but not by much.
We talking like days, months, years?
We're talking weeks.
Ooh.
We're talking weeks.
Oh, well, I meant, like, would Gwilla be able to quickly go back to where her grave was?
He just locked the door.
We got
She would like to
booted.
touch her tree real quick.
We can
Oh.
say she did it before if you want.
Okay, because I feel like that would have been a memory trigger for her to touch it again. 'Cause
Yeah,
something
sure.
about it felt
Well,
familiar.
as they're talking to the graveyard keeper, you touch your tree, and memories of you, even as young as 4, come back to you. just climbing this tree and being one with this tree. And you remember playing with your father around this tree, your mentor. You remember being abandoned at this tree. You remember meeting peat moss at this tree.
I think Gwilla tends to be a very stoic, proper, and quiet type of person at times.
Mm-hmm.
She says a lot through her body language and her expression, despite being made of stone.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when she would touch it, she wouldn't really need to say anything. She would have just rested her hand on it, and she would have, cried her, growing moss stuff down her cheeks a little bit.
Maybe.
I would like to go up to her and
hug her.
I mean, sure. And be like, I think we both have special trees now.
Oh.
Gwilla would hesitantly put out an arm and lower it extremely slowly around you because she's scared to crush you. So she just kind of slowly does a half hug on you.
At this, the graveyard keeper turns to you two and goes, "All right, you kids, stop making out and get out of my graveyard."
Make out more, especially if it annoys him.
Stop it.
That actually, makes Ellie, mortified, and she, pulls away really fast and walks away really fast.
Oh.
Sorry.
Sorry,
I
Ellie.
tried to hug back.
Huh?
Wait, that I tried to hug back?
No, that the guy was stop making out.
Oh. My character's very, chill towards that stuff, so I was like, I never considered that.
So is Ellie, but you'll worry about it later.
He boots you all out, and with a he closes the gates and goes, "Where's my key?"
Here you go! Yeet!
What? You kids did steal something!
I forgot he had it, I'm sorry!
I'm gonna call
I'm
the
sorry!
constable!
I forgot!
Ellie lied to you by accident. I was lying to you on purpose.
I knew you were the troublemaker!
Let's just get out of here.
So you guys all outrun this old man who does make a pursuit, but it's obvious. He even knows it's not worth it, and he goes, fucking kids. And he goes back to his graveyard and locks the door.
Kids, I'm 35.
It's
Well, he doesn't know that. You're half.
No, I'm just kidding.
You were saying, Lily?
It's odd. Now that I think about it, he's probably the same age as me.
Oh.
80 years. That's a hell of a long time.
He was actually around 70, so he's probably a little younger than you.
No, it's okay. That'll just be... We didn't know.
Ellie counts on her fingers and then looks at the sky and then counts on her fingers again and is like, 282 and a half.
Yeah, but
I love how the elves still count the halves.
But that's elf. That's elf time, not human time. Well, never mind.
It
Well,
is.
you're
everybody
looking
else-
pretty good for your age. Sorry.
What are you? What race are you? Do we know yet?
You don't know yet, but from
That's
what
fine.
you can tell, she's a human.
Okay.
She presents human.
Mm.
That is all I am saying. But for all you know, she could be half elf.
Changeling friend?
She could be changeling. She could be half elf. We don't know.
Mm.
That's impressive that you haven't aged at all, but I guess that's what dying and then not dying does to you.
Yeah.
So, as you guys are all having this conversation, walking down this road, and Andromeda is beside you, by the way.
Pupper.
Pupper. If you ever want to hide the pupper, you can take her collar and stuff it in the bag,
Ooh.
and then take it back out when you need her.
Oh,
you
hey.
can keep her from ghosty danger.
Cool.
Oh my god, I just realized something. Guys,
Yeah.
is the bag still sleeping in my head?
Yes.
Probably.
Yes, the bat is still there.
You
You
know what? He can leave when he wants.
You have two animal friends
A friend.
So many.
Yeah, Pete Moss has just like resumed a little statue on my shoulder.
Flappy
and some
boys.
things.
I would like to say when all three of you were like, I want a pet, and I want a pet, and I want a pet, I literally shouted up to Jillian. I was like, hey Jillian, do you want a pet? And she's like, the butterflies are my pets.
Okay, you asked me if I wanted a pet. For the record.
Oh, did I?
Yes.
Yes, I did. Because these two asked for pets.
Yes.
And then I asked you because I knew you would want one. And then I asked you because I
Oh,
felt
you didn't
like
have to
you'd
give
be
me a
left
pet.
out.
Right.
And then
And I was
Well,
like,
I
well, it was
appreciate it.
something else.
yeah,
but
but
we'll get there.
We'll get there. Actually, we should do that before the end of this session.
I agree.
What?
You'll see.
Oh.
So,
Very excited.
you come to a fork in the road, but it's not two different ways, it's three. Paeris, you would know that one of them leads like more towards Catharsis, sort of.
Yeah.
But there's some music playing that way, like in the distance, but there's no buildings. So that's kind of weird. Another leads to Mosswood, and then another leads to the Moonlit Abbey, the Church of the Moon Nuns.
Okay, so like, do
But-
you have something to add? Okay.
So
The Church of the Moon Nuts.
Nuns.
Oh.
Nuns, honey.
That's what they eat.
you're not wrong. Anyway, anyway, so you guys come to this crossroads, and as you do, there's a woman, tall, slender human woman, who looks to be in this very nice, elegant Victorian attire. Her hair is all like done up like a Victorian, and she's pushing a baby stroller. She's just doing her thing. She sees you all and goes, "Are you lost? Are you lost, dears?"
Nope. I know where I'm going.
Where's that?
And following the music to Catharsis. Yep.
Wait, but we have to give Julia's parents back her stuff.
Oh, good memory. I have bad memory, thank you.
Oh, I just figured it'd be fast. I mean,
Yeah, we can make
it's a
it
small town.
make a quick detour there, then head to Catharsis.
Okay.
I will say, it's getting late. You know, those undead creatures come out around now. And that's why I'm heading home, right, sweetie? She says that to her baby in the stroller.
Can I check and see the baby?
Do you ask the mom that?
Can I see your baby? That's a regular thing to ask, I
Yeah.
think.
Can I just like kind of like poke over? See
It's
baby?
more polite to ask first.
Okay.
You're gonna ask her to see the baby.
Okay, I can ask.
Oh, yes, of course. Isn't she lovely? She's got such a perfect button nose. The stroller's empty.
What does this woman look like?
This woman just looks like a human woman.
Gwilla is going to back away a little bit just in case and just kind of keep her staff in front of her.
The woman notices you do this and almost looks hurt. I'm sorry. Did I offend you?
No.
She's a little jumpy.
Oh. Well, who isn't in times like these?
Mm-hmm.
You have a good night.
You too. Let's go, honey. And she pushes the stroller and starts heading towards the Moonlit Abbey. You would know, well, maybe you don't know. Hold on. So she leaves, and you hear a man, like, rushing up the hill, like, past where she came. He goes, have you guys seen a woman with a baby stroller?
Points.
That way.
And he rushes after her, and you notice on the back of his shirt, sewn in is Moonlit Abbey Asylum.
Ooh.
Oh. God.
Yup.
That would explain the stroller.
Yep. Everyone takes notes. I love this.
I'll forget.
I'll forget to.
So now you have three choices. Go follow the music, go into Mosswood, or go to Moonlit Abbey. I will not tell you which way to go, because it's up to you guys.
I think we should give Julia's parents her stuff first. I just feel like it'll be fast and easy.
Yeah.
Do
I
you
want
know where
to
to
do
go
that
for
too.
that?
It's a very small town. I feel like asking around. It shouldn't take too long.
Do we know Julia's last name?
No, maybe it says in her stuff though.
No,
mean,
it doesn't. It just says Julia written inside her Mary Jane.
I was gonna say
Mosswood
her name or shoes.
Probably isn't that big a town, though, is it?
It's not what it used to be. Not since the massacre. So do you all go to Mosswood?
I suppose so.
So
Yeah.
we'll say, just for the efficiency of time, that everybody is basically in bed right now, and anybody you come up to ask about Julia, they say,
Go the fuck to bed.
yeah, like this.
I'm sleeping.
It's not a good time. You guys should go to bed. You find an inn for the night. I don't know the name of the inn yet. I'll tell you next time. But you all manage to find a room, even though the innkeeper looks at you funny. Because you all
Do we
look...
have any money, though? Wait.
Yeah, you all have money. You all have your stuff from before you died.
I don't know how much money I have, though.
You have 15.
Okay.
You're welcome.
15 gold?
Yeah, 15 gold. That came with your background. It's on your sheet. But, so you all head to bed. What's the bedding order? Because, like, I'm imagining you guys get 2 rooms, each with 2 beds.
I don't need to sleep.
Listen. I'm gonna say that doesn't exist in this universe.
Fair enough.
Elves sleep in this universe. They don't meditate.
Can I be put to sleep with magic?
No.
Okay.
That you can keep. I
Okay.
give you that.
I was just gonna
But
cross
you
it out
still
if
need
I.
to sleep.
That's fine. Alright, well, Ellie's going to fucking bed immediately because she's like, I am tired of being awake after being asleep for so long and then being awake for a little while, so I'm gonna go to sleep real hard right now.
Who's sleeping with Ellie in Ellie's room?
I will.
I would like to snuggle with my pupper.
You snuggle with the puppet.
Yes.
Good snuggles.
Yes.
Good ghost snuggles.
Pudding snuggle.
Are there any trees just outside the windows of one of the rooms?
Yes. We'll say yes. There's a
Climb out
branch.
the window of the room she ends up in and climb out onto the tree and sleep on one of the bigger tree branches.
Alright, cool. You do that?
Paris is also, like, kind of tempted to do that, but they also are very interested in the beds.
Beds
So,
are nice.
They're
Beds are
probably just
comfy.
gonna really, like,
Maybe.
fluff out their cape and just kind of, like, nuzzle in like a creature nesting and pulls the pillows and the bedding from the other bed and onto
Where's
their
Poppy
bed.
sleeping?
And Poppy is probably joining them somewhere. Like,
Cool.
they set aside a pillow for her to sleep on in the night.
Gwilla, I'm gonna say your bat leaves you now, but not without giving you a little bat kiss on the cheek.
Aww.
Mwah. That's what it sounded like.
That's cute.
So eventually you all go to sleep. And then we're gonna do a little bit of a thing here, if everybody's okay with it. I'm just gonna do a brief thing for Lilith. The moon is not exactly set, but it's getting there. And you feel, Lilith, a little butterfly land on your nose. And then another butterfly, and another. About 5 butterflies land on you, as if trying to wake you up. But they're not your color butterflies, they're different ones.
Ooh. No fucking way. That
Color are they?
They're all different species.
Oh, okay.
she wakes up.
Alright, you wake up, these butterflies are on you, and they get up as you start to move, and one by one they go out the door.
Ooh. She rushes out.
Alright, you're following these butterflies. You I'm gonna have you roll stealth to see if you can creep past the sleeping innkeeper and not look sussy.
You said, what was that?
Stealth?
Stealth, got it. 18 plus...
No, that's good.
Yeah,
You're good. You're good.
The innkeeper is snoring very loudly. Yes, room 5.
Yep.
And you manage to leave the inn, and the butterflies go around the building and a little more towards the edge of town, but still not too far from the inn.
Would Gwilla wake up and see this from the tree?
Probably not, because her stealth roll was so high. So Lilith, you follow these butterflies into the edge of town.
Mm-hmm.
Sure enough, you hear the familiar humming of a male voice. And you see, like, the edge of a massive butterfly poking behind a tree with, like, the shoulder of a trench coat. And, like, those big, spindly fingers that are like butterfly legs.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And
Thanks, I hate it.
but as you get closer and you're walking past these trees, at one point when you pass one tree, that form goes away, and it is actually. Do you have a picture? Do you have the picture?
I think I do in the Discord, in our personal Discord DMs.
Do you want to send it to the main chat?
I
so
will
that
send it to
Milori can also see
the general and scheduling chat. Let me make sure I download it first.
We should do a oh, you have my phone.
Let me find the photo.
We should make a handouts channel.
Yes, we should.
Oh wait, there is a handouts channel. Throw it in there, Jillian.
Yeah.
I think that's
Or art.
That's the one.
It could be in the art.
And then I will also post this one. So we'll do this in the art channel. Get ready, everybody.
I'm ready.
Get ready, get ready, get ready!
This is gonna be real fun. Here we go. It's up.
Oh.
It's a hot boy.
Hot boy.
Is his name Marco?
No.
His name is Zephyr. Zephyr?
I think it's. I've been calling him Zephyr.
Zephyr. His name is Zephyr.
I want to see.
He's pretty.
He's definitely good-looking.
He looks like Spicy Marco.
Not really.
He looks very cool.
I was. Yeah.
I enjoy the vibe.
So you see
Marco's not
this
spicy.
familiar finger.
Finger. Oh no.
This familiar finger creeping behind the tree.
A familiar finger, that's weird.
You see this figure
Unless you're like missing one or
sort
something.
of leaning like the bad boy he is, like this, next to it.
Oh
against the
God.
tree.
No.
Milori, for reference, it's kind of like a
It's like
very,
the
very
anime
cool
boy,
anime guy.
the anime boy thing where like
Yeah.
one leg is on, like one foot is on the tree and one is on the ground and his arms are crossed.
Yep.
He's looking
Edgy!
edgy as hell.
Edgy's foot!
And he just smiles at you to see what you say first.
How do you find me?
I've always been looking for you.
Sounds about right. And she kind of has like kind of a smile.
So what was it like being dead?
That's the first thing you ask.
God, I hate his voice.
I kind of do too.
I can fix it.
That's the first thing you ask. It looks like a lot of them have died, not just me.
Yes, but none of them were you, were they?
Oh no! Don't flatter me.
What? You don't like the flattery? Sorry, that's me as the GM,
no,
not knowing how to roleplay this character.
I don't blame you. Okay, I kind of love this though. I don't know what's wrong with me,
That's why it's
but
funny.
I mean,
Here for the walls!
I mean, not that I don't, but it's a little forward, don't you think?
Oh no, he's hot!
I'm sorry. Welcome back.
It feels damn good to be back.
It's been a long time.
80 years, I've heard. You don't happen to know about what's happening in Catharsis, do you?
Oh, I do.
Figures.
That city still isn't ours. And now it's worse than before.
You know, I didn't agree with the more extreme positions of some of Metamorphosis.
Some of them were necessary, some of them not so much. But I guess it doesn't matter now. You're the last one.
How?
Some of them broke their pacts. Some of them died. Now it's just you.
Guess
But you're not mine anymore.
I gotta see this through. You know that.
Are they gonna have sex in an alley?
Oh my god.
It's gonna be worse than before.
I know.
It's gonna be harder.
I've been dead. Can it get much harder than that?
I suppose not.
They're gonna have sex in an alley.
I'll have you know that Marina brought up the idea of having this guy be my love interest, and I said, I'm not a fan of the power dynamics.
Sex in
so-
an alley!
So no.
But he is such a flirty
He is.
jerk.
That's the thing. It's so
He
fun.
will flirt with anything and probably fuck most things.
Yeah.
But
Is he gonna show up again? I guess we'll find out.
Zoe's excited. She wants to fucking archfang.
You're the least horny bard ever. The stereotype is just gone.
So, where would you like it? The tattoo, I mean.
I know.
Alley!
Where were you there when I died?
Yes.
Where?
You could have helped a bitch!
Where
No.
did it happen? On my body, I mean.
He doesn't touch you, but he gestures to your abdomen.
There.
Yes.
Spicy.
And
Right in
you
the tongue.
see him sort of for a moment flicker into that bigger arch self,
Mm-hmm.
and then he sort of stabilizes it to remain handsome and charming.
Mm-hmm. Lilith
And-
kind of flinches a little bit at seeing the eldritch form, but she kind of composes herself pretty quickly.
And then he sort of lifts himself, not with his wings, but with just his sheer magic, and says in like the deep eldritch voice, Lilith Blackwood. I can't do it, seriously. I'm gonna do it in a woman voice.
Do it.
Lilith Blackwood, do you join me and come back to your truest purpose?
I do.
Do you revive the city of Catharsis in my name
She pauses for a moment.
for us? He adds.
she still looks at him.
For freedom.
Sure. No.
I do.
To liberate the
I do.
And he marks you, and it sort of burns, but like in a good way.
Oh,
It's like getting a natural tattoo, but like faster.
okay.
And you get the mark
Yep.
of metamorphosis.
Like getting
Which
smacked.
I think you guys have seen. It's that red butterfly.
Now you need to draw her with like a midriff.
It's a
Yeah.
demon stamp.
It's very Black Butler.
Yes.
Is it a tramp stamp? Butterfly tramp stamp? That would, oh, classy.
And then he says to you, I've missed you. And
Oh god.
you feel your body resurge with that arcane energy that is so otherly.
Mhm.
And it's almost like drinking coffee for the first time in months.
Mhm.
It's like such a surge. And you feel your wings sprout by themselves just out of the like sure force of the moment. And though nobody can see this, her wings are like the faded blue morpho butterfly wings, but like the veins are bones,
Ooh, weird.
like very thin bones. It's very cool. And that's where we'll end it. Thank you guys.
Hey!
Thank you, Marina.
Thank you guys.
Yes,
for
thank you.
playing.
Don't forget your phone.
Yes.
Milori.
Milori, you
we
can
love
call you can call somebody else, but I really have to
Bye!
Thank you.
Bye, Mary Jo.
Bye.
I'm gonna
Thanks
hug
for
you.
playing
I am
tonight.
gonna take my pretzels though.
Yes, and please take any red velvet bites or whatever.
This is for you.
And hopefully next time it won't be as long because we figured out how to get Milori in here, and it's just a phone call. Hey there! If you stuck around this long, thank you so much for listening to our first session ever of Catharsis. We're not trying to get popular or anything. We're not trying to be the next Roll20 or Critical Role or The Adventure Zone. Though those are all great podcasts, that's not really what this is. This is just for really our group and any friends and family we want to share this with. So please bear in mind that the way I run things is different from most DMs. This is my group, and this is what works for us. Thank you so much again for listening, and we hope to catch you on the next session of Welcome to Catharsis.